Hello guys, Vovo'S Adventures number 14. Now we go to Europe, specifically to the country called Romania. Let's go there and let's enjoy the presentation. Romania is situated almost in the center of the world. Can you believe that? Yeah, it is southeastern Europe, and then it's a very interesting country that has several different features as we are gonna discuss or show you today. We traveled by Air France from Los Angeles to Paris. That was our first stop. And then in Paris we have to get a flight from Paris to Bucharest. And I have the privilege to see the Eifel Tower. Okay, you cannot see very well. It was miles and miles away, and I tried to zoom as much as possible with my camera, and that's what I got. But at least I got it, okay? Maybe next time I will show closer. Then from Paris we traveled to Bucharest, that is the capital of the country of Romania. And going around Bucharest we found this Strada Brasilia that is interesting. They know something about Brazil there. And then we have this Arc of Triumph. They call Arcul de Triunf. Arcul de Triunf. That's how they call in Romanian. And this was a monument to their independence. After several years of war, Romanians are in war forever in the past. And then when they became independent in the beginning of the 20th century, they built up this, and then later on, they were occupied again by the Russians, and you know, Romania used to belong to the Russian Union of Socialist Republics, and then they became independent, I believe, about 20 years ago, that are completely independent. And then one of the features that they have in Bucharest is McDonald's. McDonald's is everywhere. Even though we don't recommend it, it's impressive that this burger can travel more than me around the world. So I was there in the train station, and from Bucharest we have to take a train to go to Transilvania. Yes, Transilvania. Keep in mind this name. And this is my friend, Dr. Nikolai Den. Nikolai Den was the person that guided me there. He was a good friend because he finished his School of Public Health, the doctor in health education, when I finished mine by the year 2000, 1999, 2000. So we are friends since that time in the School of Public Health. And then I went to visit his clinic in Targumuresh. So we went now from Bucharest to Targumuresh, and we took this train, and then now we are gonna see some videos of the train. Enjoy the videos now. Bye bye.
A big train in the sense of the word. Should we move or? presidents sleeping and I'm going walking here over should affect this now.
Then we arrive in Targumuresh, and from Targumuresh we still have to take a car to go to Ergelia. That's our final destination here. Ergelia is a lifestyle clinic in the center of Romania. And the clinic is located in Transilvania. So as I mentioned in the beginning, Transilvania, it is a province of Romania that is famous for the Dracula history or Dracula legend. Well, you should ask your parents about Dracula, but he is a guy that liked to drink blood. Who wants to drink blood? But Dracula, I mean, in the legend, he used to do that. But why they have this in Transylvania is because of this guy here, Vlad Tepes. Vlad Tepes, let's see if you can see in the camera here. See, I got this photo in Romania as a souvenir, and I gave to some of my friends and family. So this guy is the same photo that you see in the picture here. Is called the Dracula one, and Vlad Tepes, that is his name. He was a kind of an emperor of that province in the past, and he was a crazy one. He would fight with their enemies, and then we'll kill them, and then we'll eat a sandwich and get the bread and wet the bread on the blood of their enemies. So that's why they got his name Dracula, or at least they start thinking about a guy that likes to drink blood. So it's not a good idea. Anyways, I just mentioned this because it's a part of the history that was true. The history of a person, of a Dracula that is biting people like a vampire, that's not realistic. And then we have the Bank of Transylvania, just to prove that I was there, that I was really in Transylvania. But I didn't find any Dracula, and neither these relatives of Vlad Tepes. Don't worry about that. In fact, what I met there was friends, as I mentioned, my friend Nicola Dan and his wife. And then I found a Brazilian guy there. On the right side there is Dr. Vladlishek. Vladlishek, yeah, I think it's Vladlishek. He was born in Brazil. He's a German guy, German blood guy. And then he was the director of the health for the Adventist Church in Europe for many years. And it looks like he was retired now, but he was still active giving lectures and things like that. So I knew him by correspondence and by emails. He has a book that he sent to me. I have my book and I sent to him. So we share information many times, but we never met in person. And by chance, that was the first time that we met in Romania, in Ergelia. Now I know the name. The name is not Vladlishek, it's Havlicek. So if he assists this video, forgive me. I know my name is Havlicek. Romania has a lot of plantations, and this is wheat plantations. I'm not sure if you have seen a wheat plantation before. I have seen because we have this in South Brazil, and Marina is familiar. Vovó Marina is very familiar with these plantations because she was born in a city that has a lot of that. But they are not into eating or drinking blood, okay? They eat wheat, and wheat they do, what they do with that is that they make bread mostly, and Europeans are famous for their breads, and I'm gonna show you some of these breads when I present my, well, I show already when I present the video about Moldova that is very close to Romania. But they eat a lot of fruits and vegetables, and that's cool. And then they have some mushrooms. Um, Tell me about, I would say this is the closest thing to portobello mushrooms, if you can say that. Those are even bigger than portobello. Can you imagine the size of this thing is, I will show is bigger than the size of my head. You don't believe? Let's see it. See, I have to hold with two hands. It's a huge thing. Well, you can eat that, but we don't eat like that. We prepare that as we prepare mushrooms to eat, and then we can put mushrooms in soup, so we can put mushrooms in the rice. We can even put mushrooms in pizza. You know that. Mushroom pizza. And in sandwich and things like that. And this is so big that you can use as an umbrella. Well, just joking. They don't use that as an umbrella, but as you see the size of this mushroom, it could be used like that too. And then we found a strawberry orchard. Well, whatever we call it. It might not be orchard because the strawberry are not in trees. They are in the ground in small bushes. So it's a strawberry green garden. And I had the privilege to eat a lot of strawberry, organic strawberry, no signs of pesticides around. And I was eating from the source. It was delicious, those strawberries. And then we have a picture of a village in Transylvania. They have tons of those villages. From time to time, when I was in the train, you could see the villages, and the villages are characterized by a bunch of houses with a church in the middle. And this church could be Catholic, could be Orthodox, and could be Lutheran. Sometimes they have two churches from different denominations in the same city or village. And then one of the purpose of my trip, I give some lectures. Now I was talking to the employees of the Ergelia Lifestyle Center. And of course, my friend Nicola Dan was the translator because I don't speak Romanian, even though there are some words that are similar to Portuguese, as I'm going to show you in the slides in the future. And you saw this also in the Moldova trip. Like sala de lectura. In Portuguese would be sala de leitura. And in English would be lecture room or reading room, most likely. Furmatul interzis mean that fumatul interzis mean that it's prohibited to smoke or do not smoke. Then we went to the theater, and they have a rehearsal time, and we could sneak in and watch an orchestra. By the way, have you guys watched symphonic orchestra before? It's about time that you should ask your mom and your father to go and watch a concert by an orchestra, by a symphonic orchestra. It's cool, cool. And I'm gonna show some of those things here. But we have, if you live in Southern California, like for Mauricio and for Andre, you should have gone to the Redlands Bowl at least one time. You have to be there to watch a symphonic orchestra for free. What you can guess more? What you can ask for more? Here we have the Targumuresh Orchestra, and we will show you the video now. After the video, did you like the orchestra? So don't forget Redlands Bowl. Um, by the way, they sing a Spanish music at the end. I just got a very short clip, but it was interesting that they are very international there and played that ay 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 canta y yo llores, something like that. Okay, so now we go to some other music that I recorded in the church. Again, I went to this Ergelia Center. This is owned by a Seventh-day Adventist, and they have a lifestyle center, and they have a church. And then I went to church and I recorded these two. One was a choir singing in Romanian, so interesting for you. And another was a flute, but a different flute. It's a kind of similar to a flute that we found here in the Hispanics in the Andes. We have in California many guys from Peru and Bolivia, and then they have this flute with many holes. They have similar ones in Europe, and you will watch that one. I'll see you then. Well, these adventures are different because we are in Europe, and I didn't see many animals and didn't show many animals. I will show two now. In fact, I'm gonna show one that is a small beetle, very interesting beetle, very colorful one. And then the noise of the cuckoo. And I could not find the bird, but I found the noise. I mean, you have to pay attention and you are gonna hear cuckoo, cuckoo. It's the same cuckoo that you have in some watches. I believe some of you guys have in your house a um, a clock that you open the window and there is a bird that goes out and say cuckoo, cuckoo, and then is based on the natural cuckoo that is native from Europe. Let's see that.
Can you hear that? Can you hear? Huh? Can you hear that? Can you hear? Huh?
I hope you heard that. It goes like, that's the cuckoo. Okay, guys, we are done for Romania. Bye bye, Romania, and see you next time, Vovo's Adventures. Bye bye.